nursing this car along because the water pump's what the pain to do, and the pump's still working. It's just barely leaking. So of course you don't ever see me and keep fluid in there, which I understand. She doesn't know how, but I tell you what, you can make this thing last a while if you catch a leak early out of your water pump. It's leaking down here. Caught this real early. Real early. So I've been able to nurse this along for like 2 months now. Right here is your lower hose. If you want to diagnose it, you always just squeeze this. Right now we're filling it back up. She let it get way, way low. It loses about a quart in about one of those jugs right there. I'm using, of course, all vehicles pressed on right now. Yeah, he goes through about 1 jug every 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Kind of a pain, I get it. But right now, I don't have time to fix it. So this leak still looks like it's at bay. If you look way back there, you can see what I'm talking about. You can see a better view. But this is, I diagnosed this as a water pump. It's on one of my videos a long time ago, one of my shorts. It's just barely dripping down there a little bit. We don't see much dripping really at all right now, so I can't say this is really an issue at the moment. But definitely it's overheating. I'm just topping it off. You always want to do these like this. I kind of squeeze the hoses. There's helps it go through and squeeze the hose down here. So, also, if you're overheating, you don't want it to run forever. Like me, and you're going to be diagnosed. And what I'm going to do is got this all the way top because it was stuck here, and that goes low. Pull it out here. That's like your saver, your extra overfill tank / reservoir that holds your coolant. Go ahead, max that guy off, max this guy off. That will, especially if you got a water pump issue, this will last you a little bit. How's that sign look? Is that good? You look good? Let me see real quick. Look much better? Let's flip it real quick. Yeah, so the heat working good too? Yeah, so you want to have good heat. You want to keep that low. If it gets higher, that's fine. It doesn't need to go any higher than that. So.
It was higher than that yesterday.
Yeah, but not for long periods of time though, right? If it gets hot at all, you need to tell me right away. Period. You need to tell me every single time right away. I need to find my keys to the shed. I can't get in either. Also, you have a massive blue leak. You don't want to blow the head on this, crack the head. Crack the block or anything either. That's going to be a problem. So right now, we're just going to keep this at bay so I can get a chance to work on it or I may just get rid of it. Sell it to somebody that's kind of cheap. Give her the old Volkswagen. The Volkswagen's back up and running, so I'm just tapping this guy, get some air out. But we look pretty good. I think we got basically all out. He got kind of low, so if it does lose some, it'll suck it out of there into the system. So I think you should be good for now. Let me put the top on, have you run for half a second. We'll just keep an eye on this though, top her off real nice and full. We'll get that to go down, and that should be a wrap. We got this full in here too. This is on a Toyota. Works on all vehicles. Keep that really full for now. You mainly can use water summertime, honestly. I just put a little coolant in it because it's just what I like to do. Real low, can't hurt. I have some laying around, so there we go. All right, get the top off. Hold the light for me real quick. Well, don't hold it. I may have antifreeze on it. I'll hold it. That's fine. Hold the camera. How about that? So point her at this. Yeah, so all you got to do to get the caps off these guys is to push it down and make sure these line up. See that piece? Don't do this high unless you know what you're doing. You push down and you turn.
Somebody said I can hear the muffler being.
Yeah. Got all kinds of problems on the car. Yeah, but you see how that's facing this way? What? So it's that way here? You can see that myself. It says, what did I say? I can see that. You can see better than me. You see the cap? I can zoom in. What does that cap say on it? Can you see it?
It's like in Japanese.
It says Jap on it. It says JAP, I think.
For this model only, pour CE.
Tells you the fluid. I wanted to know what the corners said. I was trying to see what these corners pieces. I couldn't see, but anyway, that's fine. But basically, that's all you got to do to get the top off. No, I used water. Yeah, I did use water. You know why? Because it's leaking out of the car so fast, so that's why I used water. Yeah, I know. Camera girl does a lot better than me. But the reason I use water in it, TRD atom, is because if it's leaking out, I don't want antifreeze leaking everywhere. And it's summertime. So the only difference between antifreeze and water is what, Adam? You had the question about that. The difference between antifreeze and water is antifreeze does exactly what it says. It does not freeze. Also, it doesn't burn off as quickly, too. But if you have a lighter mixture in, since you're leaking it all on the ground, like we're doing, slowly, then guess what? Put water in so you're not leaking antifreeze all on the ground. Because people don't like antifreeze everywhere. Plus, it's the pollution. And what's the point of sticking antifreeze in a car that's leaking that quick? Unless it's wintertime, then you better put antifreeze in. Because antifreeze will freeze, and when it freezes, it expands and it'll blow your lines up. So, anyways, I bet you I'll show you another secret too. I bet you nobody knew this. Come here, Jamie, see if you know the answer. She may know. I told her. Why did they use this style clamp right here? Somebody tell me why they use this style clamp right here. Yes, you're right about coolant. It does have a boiling point, and it doesn't cause corrosion. So does ionized water, though. Yes, you're exactly right. Total Tech. Good stuff. It does not have a boiling point. Have a very extremely high boiling point, and it doesn't freeze though. So why is it good that it doesn't freeze? And why are these clamps used here? I want to see somebody that can responsibly answer this question. Why did they use this clamps? Let me give you an example. Instead of the circle clamps, like the ones you screw on tight with your hand. For example, I'll find one. They don't think these have them, but yeah, instead of like this guy, for example. Or one similar to this, but just the regular screw clamps. Yeah, there you go. See, look. Total Tech knows what he's talking about. But provides even pressure, meaning what, though? And what's the name of this clamp? And what do you mean it provides even pressure? Why, though? To prevent what from happening? Yeah, the clamp provides even pressure, but why can't you put a screw on here, right? A little screw down new clamp is easier to use, but why can't you? I'm just asking. I already know the answer. What does this do? You're right, it does expand some, which is good for, yeah. Well, yeah, you can call it that. But to prevent what from happening? If this clamp doesn't expand, then this right here on this plastic part on this radiator is going to break because it'll crack it. I've seen so many of these with band clamps on them. It's crazy. Like this right here, that probably won't matter, but they have them there either way. But it's still good to use. You don't want something, if the plastic needs to expand, it's going to crack the plastic and snap off the neck. You ever worked on a radiator and it's got a snapped off neck? You don't know why. It doesn't tear up the hose, yes, but Total Tech, what the real reason is it will snap the plastic. If this wants to expand and it's not letting it, guess what's going to happen? In here, the plastic is going to shatter or break. So when you got to remove this, the whole neck will come off with it. You have to get a new radiator. That's why this is used here. Anyway, we should be good. Show your car off for me. Shut the car off, please. All right, there you go. Think we're good? I'm going to look to see if I see anything dripping back here. Right now, I've been saving this guy a lot. Whole lot. Water pump dripping way down back in there right now. I could not see anything dripping, but it's a slow, steady drip, drip, drip. If I can get it on video, I don't think I can. Yeah, so we've just been nursing this long until I can get a chance to get it done. It's such a painful job. I don't really want to do it, but I will eventually. Or I might just sell it. Let somebody else deal with it. But down in here, you'll see a driplet coming off. It's not doing it right now, so it's a slow leak. Slow leak. Yeah, exactly. The crack is what I was trying to get towards. But now we know she's cycling. I've already been diagnosed this. Not the water pump itself. It's the bearings in the water pump going bad. They cause the seal to break. She's just losing a few driplets off and back there. Yep, but she's all topped off now. She shouldn't overheat anymore for another week or so, 2 weeks, till I can get it fixed. And this motor mount too, I think, and maybe it's not this one. One of these had an issue with it. I don't see it, but either way. Yeah, I've done most all the work on this car. I took all this off. Did all this. I did the oxygen sensor back there. That was a pretty cool video. That caused a really terrible problem when that sensor went bad. All of our lights came on. It was terrible. But anyways, hit that like and subscribe. If this helps you, and come watch me do some more live videos. I'm about to do the rest of this wiring here in 1 second on that Suburban. I may not do that live. I probably have way too many cuss words in it. But it ought to be fun. brake booster hose. I'm just checking over everything else. We look okay though. I'd rather her cool this car down for a second before she starts going because it's always better. So whenever you got a hot car, you want to keep this thing moving down the road, keep it moving, keep air pulling through and keep your heat on. Keep it cycling through your heater core. But boom, that's going to save you a lot of time and trouble. And this is how we've been putting this thing by till I can get to it. But it's such a difficult pump. It's in with the timing over here, I believe. It's got a manual tensioner, I think, on this one. I believe so. Yeah, probably, because these are manuals. That's how you tell usually. I think for tensioner, yeah, we got manual too as well. You see that guy? Hey, I hate those, by the way. And I've been sprayed that down. I got ready to work on it a while back. I never did. I need to hit it again. So, either way, good video. Hope that helps somebody. Fill it up just like I did. Let it cool back down. 15 minutes. And she can head on down the road. As long as the heat's on high and everything's pumping through the system, you're in good shape. So she's got a hot line here and a hot line here. So I know she's cycling still. So that's good. That's not as hot because of a little drip, and that's why we're getting tiny bubbles up in here. Tiny bubbles. So, all right. Good stuff, Total Tech. And it should answer your questions, Adam. So there you go. So customer calling now. So let me get off here and update her. All right. Take care.